we go on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Dolphins sit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Brady. That one complete to Hill. And some room to work. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Well, Kyle Long back from retirement, the guilty party on that one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Brady. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one here. Up at 14. This one tied at 4. sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points. Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge. On 2nd and 10, Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings. Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own. And for let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6. And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside
kind of start over and put together a nice drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And again, it's Allen. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. The 20. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. A good pickup there at 22.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
He'll check this down to Hines. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in front.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack there by Brian Chubb.
You can't put good games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I think we're seeing it right here.
There's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Pushes him over. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Now it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. He's up to the 20, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On play action, Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up. Situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle to Evans. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score... Allen hit. He lost the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it.
Touchdown, Dolphins! 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Now Allen again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now Brady again. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Allen. And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the air, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He'll take it at the 42. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. It has to drive the coach crazy.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time. Cook up the gut. He'll get this up to about the 44. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Brady going to throw here. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. From the 39, Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run
come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.